Hey Scorpio, I thought we needed another reading today, in keeping with my showering Scorpios with readings tradition here at Metal Dog Tarot. There's a lot going on. What's happening today? We have Venus conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. Should give you a little, what I'm feeling is I feel clarity on who I am and a plan and structure. I feel power. I feel supported in my way of being, in my way of. So Venus can be about money and love. More we tend to think of her with love. I hadn't realized she was so much about money, but I don't really care about money. But there's just a good feel today. I feel very stable, grounded, and supported in who I am today. So I hope you're also having a great day. There's more to come with Venus moving through and encountering Jupiter. We've got a new moon on the 11th in, is it Virgo? Yep, Virgo. My ongoing attempt to understand astrology is very complicated, and it's going to take me longer than it took to learn the tarot. Okay, the oracle card for us today, fluidity. I love that. Fluidity, that's a value of mine. Outer core. So let's look at that. Number 12. What does this mean? We've got this naked woman running along the beach here. That looks like I want to be naked running on the beach today. What about you, Scorpio? Okay, outer core, fluidity. You fluid in your thinking. Holding on to old ideas in a rigid way is not beneficial for you. A nimble mind is a healthy mind. It is never too late to admit you were wrong or to change your mind according to new information. So we're in a time of potential transformation of what it means to be on all levels, as a world, as societies, as collectives, and as individuals. So this is a time of examining our identities. I learned that this has a lot to do with Chiron, the wounded healer, one of the little asteroids out there that takes 9 years to change from one sign to another. So it's been in Aries, the suit, or the sign, I always want to say suit, I don't know why, of identity, of me. This is who I am, this is my body, this is my power. So if you want to learn more about Chiron, the wounded healer, being in Aries, I encourage you to watch real astrologers. I'm a mere apprentice of astrology, but I'm definitely thinking about identity and revolution with other things happening in our charts collectively, and then in my natal chart. And this is a cool thing. I'm such a dork, but you can order your natal chart on a necklace. So I got my natal chart here on a necklace, and on the back I wrote golden baby, just to remind me of what a beautiful gift I am, and you are too. Okay, don't let anybody convince you otherwise, Scorpio. Here we go. I'm all in with this astrology, tarot, divination stuff these days. I'm going to pull 4 cards. We're going to have release, which is a 4 of wands. So this is an idea of, it's a great card. So to release this is to release stability, everything up on the ground. It's a party with the people that know you, that it can be a soulmate connection. So we'll find out more, like, in what way are we supposed to release this? Remember, our guidance is to be fluid. So we may have, so it's causing me to think like, we need to change our minds. And fluidity, I think of in terms of identity as well. So we'll find out more about how we ought to release or change our minds about our idea of what the Four of Wands is and has been and will be going forward. We are to embrace the Seven of Wands. This is resistance. This is having integrity, being the light amongst the crowd, the others. So this card really emphasizes you on your own amidst the crowd. So it's a form of resistance, very much about integrity. So what I am already seeing is we're releasing like one form of togetherness. We're embracing like self-knowledge. Who am I? This is a question here that we might ask in a Seven of Wands state. Hidden influence. What is underlying all of this? This wants me to have two cards, so I will give you two cards for your hidden influence. First, you have the Mother of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, grounded in her abundance and security, maybe a little bit too dependent on security. She is a maternal figure, but she knows her worth. And if you've ever met a mother deer with her fawn, she will kick your butt. I got to take my new puppy to the river house during fawning season, and he got to be taught directly by several does how to respect the boundaries of the Mother of Pentacles. So she knows her worth, and she's strong from her mother love here. Secondly, in your hidden influence is a Six of Cups, nostalgia. Childhood, inner child stuff, soulmate connections going back across multiple lives. So that's coming up too in your hidden influences. And your future, let's see if I can pull one card. Your future is a Nine of Cups. This is a future of emotional fulfillment. All in and of yourself, emotional fulfillment. All right, well, let's find out a little bit more about each of these. We'll clarify with the light seers. I'm looking at my sweater. I don't like how the collar does this. Do you ever watch tarot readers and think, God, I wish that she'd fix her hair, or why is she wearing that? I do, and so I do that to myself, because my hair, it's like I have to cut my own hair. And I'm not a stylist. And then, of course, I too have become I just live in sweats now. Okay. Temperance wants to come up here. A little bit of a slowdown energy. Okay? Go. I'm still shuffling these, but we get the Fool. The cards want to say some stuff. And I don't really know in what category they're talking. We get the Nine of Wands. Okay. Well, let's find out more about what we're meant to release this Four of Wands for Scorpio. What is the release of this Four of Wands? We find out a little bit more about that. There is the fast-moving Knight of Swords. So this is in the realm of truth and ideas. It is quick. Can be angry. All right, the King of Cups. This is the emotionally mature, strong, silent type. Deep, big-hearted. So that we're seeing a really beautiful vision of truth and of heart, kept to oneself, though. And then we have a balancing here between in the Pentacles realm and the practical 3D realm. Wow, okay, so this feels like it's going to be a personal reading for you, Scorpio, and it's going to be in the realm of your relationships, because we're told to release this Four of Wands. I see anger, maybe that need is unchecked, balanced with a deep, unexpressed love. And so we see the Two of Pentacles is kind of like balancing back and forth. There's a Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. What this is telling me is there's a change, there's an end within the realm of relationships, or how you're doing relationships, how you're experiencing or behaving in love. And there's anger and quick temper, so you might be quick to fight, but there's also not opening up about your heart. So this Four of Wands, which is generally a wonderful celebratory place to be, it can be our relationship. This seems to need revision in some way. You're being asked to release this. Doesn't mean you lose it or quit it, although a Ten of Swords is the end of it's a broken heart. I always want to know why in the Swords. Why not in the Cups? Why isn't the Ten of Cups the end of love, a broken heart? It seems like, if you think about what causes an end to a relationship, it's a set of ideas. And very often our defenses get in the way. And the ideas, the stories that we have that are in our heads, these end our love relationships. You may love someone very much, but your head sabotages that for you. So if you relate to that, that seems to be what this release is about here for you. Now, being told to go to the Seven of Wands, to be this lone flame who's lighting up a room with integrity. And black in contrast to the white of the other 6 wands, which may be putting pressure on you. Okay, so let's see here. We can find out more about what we're meant to embrace here in the state of resistance and integrity. This deck is a very chatty. I don't pick cards that flop out. I shuffle until it feels like I'm done shuffling, and I don't know. I try to be consistent. Okay, so you are to embrace the Queen of Cups. This is what I suspected when the King of Cups came into your release. You need to open up about your feelings, Scorpio. Have integrity. Know how you feel. You're fluid, so there's a lot of water. There's a lot of the feminine element here of being fluid and changing your mind. But from your heart, speak with integrity and honesty about how you feel. All right, there's a perspective change that you are embracing. That's just sort of been said, so I feel like that's repetitive on the part of the cards. But if I haven't been clear, you have a sense of how relationships work, and you're being asked to change how you look at that. Be fluid. And you will have wish fulfillment, the Star. We've got water signs, we've got Aquarius, we've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer here. King of Cups is in your release. That could be a Scorpio. Queen of Cups, more Pisces, Cancer, but any water sign. And then the Star, wish fulfillment. This is Aquarian. And we are in this moment where there's so many planets in Aquarius. As I told you, Venus is conjunct with Saturn today. She will conjunct with Jupiter in a few days, with all in this week. So if you were able to change your perspective, it looks like being honest and having integrity. Being honest about who you are and what you want. Makes me think of a reading I saw today, Sexual Tarot with Sassy Scorpion is the channel. And it was a really kind reading about embracing your Scorpio intensity and not being ashamed of it. In the reading, she saw that whoever the message was for was experiencing their heart as a burden, and that their very intensity as a Scorpio as a burden. And she very kindly pointed out that that's not true, and that a mature Scorpio knows that they're intense, and if people can't take it, too bad for them. So I need to hear that. Maybe you did too. I feel like that is being reiterated here in this for me. All right, hidden influence. We have this Mother of Pentacles and this Six of Cups. Whoa. As well as the Sun and the Knight of Wands jumping out here. Passion, absolute joy. I feel like this is a message about how you've been loving. Maybe you've been secretive because, you know, the King of Cups is Scorpio. Maybe you haven't been open about it. Maybe you've been frustrated that people aren't reading your mind. Right? The Queen of Cups, she reads minds. I don't know. I was raised in a family where mind reading was a definite expectation some days. You know, we all think we should read minds, and it's very stressful. I don't know where that came from. Okay. All right, I'll find out here about the Mother of Pentacles. So we get Four of Pentacles, control, kind of holding on to what little you have really worked hard for. There's pride and control here. Mother of Pentacles, because she's about security. That makes sense here. We get the more working, collaborating with others to build a vision in the world. My little dog finished his lunch and he thinks I should feed him a treat because that's what I do because I'm a pushover. All right. Oh, and here's the Sun. Happiness here. Yeah, one more card. There's, wow. Remember I said these two came up? They shuffled back around and came up in here to clarify this for us. That's the thing that happens in tarot where it's, you know, there's something to this stuff. Okay, so there is love. There is a true, absolute, joyous love. It looks kind of like a Leo. So it could be you. Like I have a Leo moon. So to me, Leo comes up often, as does Aquarius, because I'm Aquarius rising. So that could be you, parts of you in your full chart. But it also looks like we're go in your bed. Go on, lie down. That there is a Six of Cups here, a connection that is very psychic connection. We see this here in your embrace as well with your queen. There's a real beautiful connection and a kind of communion that's happening through your ability to connect energetically. This is passionate, sexy. It goes back for you, past life, connected to inner child stuff. That's why I'm saying this could just be you doing inner child work, you finding out who you are, going through this process of an identity, kind of, we're all examining who we are right now because of Chiron and Aries. So that could be what's happening here. It's introducing you or reintroducing you to your passion, your joy, your wishes, wish fulfillment here by this with the star. And then it's right next to this very practical. Oh, okay, so this is Venus and Saturn. Mother of Pentacles here, it's coming in for Saturn, this building a plan. These cards, this hidden influence. Suddenly I can't see it as anything else. This conjunct Venus, Saturn today. So the very practical plan to build the world that is it goes deep into your heart. And these beautiful rainbow roots on this Six of Cups. Like this is with you today. Well, that's cool. And of course, the future is this Nine of Cups, and that is wish fulfillment. You're building this beautiful new way of loving in the future. And remember, you're releasing a way of loving in order to get this. That's what the Four of Wands is. It's that celebration of love, of life. But that it looked like within that you were not open and you were feeling angry. So if you're already in a relationship, this is really about looking at how you operate in a relationship and moving from being that strong silent type to being intimate and open and available. And that with that change of perspective, which is represented by the hangman, comes wish fulfillment. So this is a movement of knowing who you are, integrity, 7 of Wands, and expressing who you are, and that you are under this planetary influence of Saturn and Venus meeting up today to collaborate in the interest of you finding joy, passion, happiness, and building this in the real world, not just in fantasy, but in this way that we build together. Beautiful. You know your worth, and you build from that. So the future, the 9 of Cups. And I will clarify that. It looks good. You look happy in the future. I feel this very clearly, Scorpio. True happiness in a new relationship, although I don't see any aces yet. In your relationship with yourself, or in an existing relationship. There it is. There's the new love in your future. True love, new love, love of yourself. You'll be in your existing relationship or in a new one. And when you have 9 cups, this is that you're fulfilled in and of yourself. You don't actually need another cup when you're in a 9 of Cups. It's usually a place of being single. And we get the 10th cup. This is a couple. This is a family. This is your vision for love. You get the Emperor. That's stable, determined. That could be the person. Could be you, just feeling super confident in yourself and in what you're choosing going ahead. And there's your 10 of Cups. Wow. What a simple, clear love reading for you, Scorpio. It's about changing your perspective, being fluid in your ideas, in your existing relationship, in your relationship with yourself, or with this new Ace of Cups that we see in the future. Which, as I said, can represent you or a new person. It can also represent a spiritual, divine love. You can absolutely read this in that way. Let's look on the bottom of all these decks just for fun. Judgment, Ascension. Yeah, okay. That's big. That's what we see in this perspective shift. It's you're leveling up, and you're going to be happier when you face this need for you to know who you are and express that, instead of being a little pissed off and silent about it. Holy moly, you get Judgment again on the bottom of the other deck. Woo! Goosebumps! And there's water. There's the emotional realm on the bottom of this deck, Creation. Let's read that as a way of going out of this reading, which is a very simple love story for you, my friend. 29. Water. Flow forward with grace and confidence. Be true to your emotions. Do not allow yourself to become stagnant in your ways. Creation is your birthright. Consider what is vital to your happiness and ensure that you seek it. Yes. I couldn't say it any better than the cards have, my friend. So Scorpio, a sweet transformation that brings you love. True love in your current love, new love if you don't have a love of yourself if you don't want to love. Love in the world, we need that for sure. Happy day, happy reading, and much deserved, my friend. Be you, be yourself, and be flexible, be fluid.